You know what they say, this ain't a mess, then it'll do till the mess gets here, right? Well, I used to do these recipes that were from the wedding, Bates family recipes. You know, the recipes that we said were our recipes we got from you. They're our recipes and they always have been. Well, I ain't got any of those recipes. But I got a couple recipes for peanut butter and jelly, so we're going to do that. Okay, so we'll do two recipes. First one was submitted by my friend Chad Engbrecht. He says, I like to make grilled PB&J similar in process to a grilled cheese. Lots of butter on the outside with a light coating of butter on the inside of each slice. Thick coating of peanut butter on one side. Jelly down the middle in one thick stripe. Guess I'm not sure exactly what that means. The jelly spreads and soaks into the bread as it's heated by the skillet, so sealing the edges with a raised edge or raised ridge of peanut butter helps keep it in. I use white bread, but sourdough would also be acceptable. I'm using white bread, and cool tip, if you tell the manager of Hy-Vee that you're very lonesome, he'll let you buy just a half bag because he doesn't want you to waste the bread. Skillet should be medium heat at most to keep the butter from browning too darkly and making the bread crust too dark. He says it's kind of like a steak, you don't want to overcook. I don't know, does that look done enough? It's got grill marks. I like my steaks pretty rare, and I would say that's a pretty rare peanut butter and jelly. Maybe like a steak it'll keep cooking after I've got it off the pan. A lot of other PB&J recipes were pretty boring, so I'm just going to read you mine. I know it's pretty narcissistic to say, well, we're going to do my recipe. Crunchy peanut butter and grape jelly or strawberry preserves on medium wheat toast. Each slice of toast has peanut butter on the inside face and the jelly is applied inside those layers. The ratio is 2 or more to 1. The oil in the peanut butter repels the water-based jelly from soaking. The toast crusts are intact, cut diagonally, served in a cut centered from the plate, right and radially from the perspective, or in the case of 2 half sandwiches. The ideal number of halves is 3, so you'd have 1.5 sandwich. And only if you have 3 is stacking permitted for any non-club. I'm not going to make 2.5 sandwiches. And try to fan it out a little bit so it looks nice. And then I have a whole bunch of stuff here about how it can be served in Antarctica or like underground. If you want to know more about that, just shoot me a message, I'll let you know. We actually don't have crunchy peanut butter right now. I know what you're saying. The creamy people move the world. I've always said that. Dad said that too. But Chad's idea, I'm toasting it like this seems right to me. But I'm not gonna fry up the jelly inside the pan because I think that's just a good way to get burned. I think you get a mouthful of hot jelly and next thing you know, you could try to sue me, but you should really be trying to sue Chad because Chad's the one going around telling people to put basically boiling jam in your mouth. Which, by the way, is going to stick and you're going to damage your palate. And normally, preference is something I sort of dictate to other people. But I don't really know how I'm supposed to like get in your house and make you do it a certain way. It's not about enjoyment. So you got thick peanut butter on both slices. That's to protect the bread. We'd have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and the grape jelly she'd put on there would soak all the way through regular white bread. And by the time it was 11 o'clock and time for lunch, it was just, I don't know, so bad I didn't eat peanut butter and jelly for years. So that's about 2 to 1 peanut butter to jelly. I like to take one of these guys. It's a pizza cutter, and just with a firm hand, like anything else, you just kind of get through it. It's not perfect, you know, it's just me here. Obviously I'm not trying to serve some other person. I wouldn't be serving them creamy anyway, so we'll test them out side by side. My peanut butter and jelly. You could see that I'm serving myself. I've got the cut straight out from me. So like if I was facing another direction, the plate would have to be rotated, or if I was at a different seat. If you were serving this before I got here, you know, a safe way to do it is just towards the center of the table. Everyone's going to face the center of the table. So obviously I like mine the best, just really sealed in there. I did like toasting it on the oven. It's very fancy, I guess. It's a little fancier than really than my lifestyle needs anymore. But to talk about Chad's, the main thing is that I don't like is, I don't know if you could see this, maybe you can, but you got this jelly bruise here. It just looks like a kid that just got punched. It looks like a kid's thigh. I hated kid's thigh. Chad, I know it didn't turn out this way. I probably didn't do a great job, but I see this grape jelly bruise, and it just really unpacks all my childhood problems. And it's the same on the other side. Like there's butter and peanut butter that was supposed to stop this. You said put it in a thick stripe and it was going to spread out over the heat. Maybe it was too hot and it didn't get to spread out. Maybe you said it would be contraindicated to cut it. Honestly, like I did a bad job. But I would be contraindicated from biting this. I mean, there's just a mass of jelly in the middle, and it's just totally unbalanced. I guess I failed you somehow there. I don't know what happened. But, you know, they're basically made of the same ingredients, so how can you really go wrong? Well, I found a way, of course, like I do with everything. This looks delightful. I don't know if you can see this with the triangle, and it's crisp and it's not. I mean, there you go right there. They both smell wonderful. Unfortunately, because of my diet, I can't eat carbs, so the bread's out. I can't eat the bread. Sugar, obviously, in the jelly is a carb. I can't eat the jelly. Really, even I'm not supposed to eat legumes, which kind of rolls out the peanut butter. And margarine I'm not supposed to eat either, because margarine is just really bad for you. So I can't eat either one of these. And I guess it's really, you know, totally ironic or totally unironic that I have two sandwiches here and I'm only one person. And one really just doesn't satisfy me, but both are out of reach. I don't know. It's kind of heavy, I guess.